Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Hedera's price chart, and unfortunately I don't think that I have good news for you. Why is that? You see, in the previous video we were right in here, and the idea was maybe in the short term we are going to have like a 1 2 3 4 5 wave up. However, even according to this scenario, we're just having the subwaves for an ABC zigzag, indicating after our move is over we are going to have yet another move on the downside. And unfortunately we didn't even get this 5 wave on the upside, and now I'm still going to argue this is an ABC. This time I'm gonna say the end of our C leg was right in here, and basically we had an ABC in form of a running flat structure. Now, why in H-bar am I right now a bit more bearish than bullish? Because in this move down in Hedera, we took this important low. And why is this important? Let's go around here. You see, if you want to say we're going to have our final low around this region, okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low in here a 1 2 3 4 5 8 on the upside. This specific example is an impulse. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between our wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. Okay, pay attention, this is a very important rule, and it's basically a huge no-no in Elliott's waves. Now, we can have other kinds of 5 waves, and basically you are either having a 1 2 3 4 5 wave up in form of a wedge, or maybe an expanding leading diagonal, something like this. And the point that you want to focus on is this. Basically, in all of these structures, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. Okay, I cannot stress this point enough. It is very important. And let's go on the live chart. Okay, let me ask you this. How exactly now in Hedera are you able to find from this point to about this high a 5 wave on the upside? Are you going to say maybe this is 1, this is 2, 5 up into wave 3, correction for 4, and yet another move on the upside into wave 5? You know what? Fair enough. But pay attention. Because we are having overlapping of the waves between our wave 4 and 2, and clearly wave 4 is bigger than wave 2, okay, that narrows your option to pretty much one choice, and it's an expanding leading diagonal. Now, again, you want to remember earlier we said under any kind of circumstances, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. So, is it the smallest wave or not? Let's measure it from this point to about here and compare it to other waves. As you can see, wave 1 is definitely bigger than wave 3. And let's just measure wave 3 itself and compare it to our wave 5. As you can see, yes, definitely wave 3 is smaller than wave 5, meaning wave 3 in here is the smallest wave, which is not allowed in Elliott's waves. And again, you want to remember this was pretty much our best shot at finding a 5 wave, and that is kind of the key, because in Hedera recently we took this important low. Now I'm going to argue this whole move on the upside is actually a correction structure and not an impulse, and I am willing to say that odds are in the short term, maybe in the next couple of days, maybe even like the next week or two, you are going to see something like this. Consolidation, yet another move down, followed by another consolidation, another move on the downside. And overall in this phase, there's a very high probability that we are going to unfortunately take the lowest slope down here about 12.5 cents. For now, this is going to be my primary case, since again in the last 24 hours we took this important low. And again, do not get me wrong, in the mid to long term overall I am absolutely bullish in Hedera, and I do believe that this whole move down is a correction, and after it's over we're gonna have yet another strong move on the upside. But in the short term the story is a bit different, and I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in H-bar. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.